Okay, we're going to revisit this guitar. This was a birthday present to myself. This is a Harley Benton custom line. I got the model number, here it is. Custom line CLG 650SM-CEBK. That's for the black. This is a very nice guitar. I've had it since October 15th, my birthday. It showed up on my doorstep. And what I'm going to do is set it up again, change the strings, clean it up, and do an adjustment. It needs a little bit of love. So it's going to get it today. First thing we're going to do is check the neck for straightness. And then once we set up the neck, we'll take the strings off and clean it up and restring it. I've got some Alice strings. We're going to go back to the original weight strings. And these are a different brand I bought. And these are 11 to 52s, which is what this was set up with when it came to me. And I think I dropped it down a little bit. I think I did 10 to 50s or something like that. But I'm going to put it back to the original weight strings too. So we're going to do that in just a second. So we'll get our neck gauge out. And we'll take a look at what's going on here. It's got a little bit of a back bow. There's a little bit of a bulge in here. So I need to get my truss rod wrench. And we'll give it a little adjustment and see if we can't get it better. That's fitting right in there. And the truss rod should move just fine, I think. I don't think it's going to need a hell of a lot. I gave it a little tweak. There's a telephone call. Be right back. Don't go away. Okay, so after that stupid phone call from not available, I've gone ahead and made another adjustment of the truss rod. And I've got the neck flat, I think. I got the right side here. Yes. And we're flat as a pancake, just where we want to be. We'll start out, okay? From right there. And then we can check the string height and see if we need to do anything on that department. And we're just, actually that's 4/64. There. On the other end is a little under 4/64. Perfect. Okay, so that cleans that up. So that's really the setup. So the next thing I'm going to do is just change the strings. We'll take the strings off and we're going to clean this up. It's gotten really grubby just sitting around. I'm sorry about that. It needs more. I lent this out, and it just needs a little love. So we're going to do that today now. Okay, now we got this all, the strings are all off. I'm just checking everything and make sure all these screws are tight. It's in pretty good shape. I took a look at the piezo. I'm not quite happy with the sound. I was hoping I might be able to replace the piezo, but I don't see an easy way to do that. So I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I like this mostly as an acoustic guitar anyway, for one thing. Make sure the fronts are snug. They're a little loose. Just everyday wear and tear. No big deal to tighten, just snug them up so that there's no movement in the tuners, you know, they don't wiggle and screw up your thing. I mucked this up and I got some junk on here, super glue. And I don't know any way I can think of to fix that. Which is a darn shame. Because there really is the only sticking out defect on this cute little guitar now. So if we tighten down, you can see where I mucked it up. I hit it by accident with some super glue. And I don't know any way to get that off without screwing up the finish. So I'm just gonna, I guess, leave that alone. Leave well enough alone. I got some a black paint stick. I may take a look at that and see if it's shiny and if it won't. Just had an idea. I'm gonna mask this off, and I found I have some Magic Marker paint that's shiny. So what I'm gonna try to do is to mask this tight and do a repainting, if you will, of this part of the head, and see if I can get rid of that error I made before, and see if it'll cover it good enough. I don't want to muck up the nut, because I'm going to leave that white. I have on other guitars painted the nut black to go with the black, but I got the white tuners here. All right, here goes nothing. See what happens. Oh, this might work. This just might work. It'll look better than the streak, I think, that's there. I think. Time will tell. But time goes by. Is my head in the way? Probably missed the whole damn thing. But that's all we're going to do, is fill this in with this black Magic Marker paint. We'll give that the gift of time and let it dry a bit and see what happens. At least it won't stick out like a sore thumb, I don't think. It looks, you can see there's a ridge there, but you won't know why. I think it looks better than what it did before. I think we'll just leave that alone. The enemy of good is better. It doesn't look too bad. Got a little bleed over. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. All right, Stevie. You can make one more little pass and try to stay the hell away from the white. Can you do it? No, you're going to recreate the same problem if you do it again. You're going to have a streak there. Leave it alone. Stop. Drop the paint. Okay. So that's a little better. It's a little better. I'm happy enough with that. I could take the whole thing apart and redo the head, but I think that'll just make it worse. So we're just going to leave that alone. We're going to come down to the rest of the body. I think I'm going to sand the fretboard once that paint's dry so there won't get any flakes in there. And then we're going to clean up the body. I took the piezo out down here and to see about replacing it because I have a bit of an issue with the sound that I'm not happy with. But I can't see where that comes apart, and I'm not going to muck with it more. Because I use this as an acoustic guitar, not as an electric guitar. And it plays good as an acoustic guitar. I'm just going to leave it alone. Don't be a jerk, Stevie. Don't be a jerk. Okay. Now we've got some wax all over this thing. I think what we'll do now is flip it over. And on the way by, we'll hit some of this stuff with some wax. We'll hit the back with some spray. This wood is so gorgeous. This is really a nice looking piece. It really is. This is my most expensive Harley Benton guitar also. This guitar was a little over $400 US. And so far, it's been worth every penny of it to my thinking. I like it a lot. I like the way it looks, I like the way it plays. And after making that little adjustment, it should be back together doing wonderful things all over again. Now let's see if we can clean up the body and polish it up. And I should get my the other cloth. What do you call it? The Miracle Wiper. Cleaner and shinier already. So we'll use the magic cloth now to finish off the finish. It looks real nice. Very nice. Cleaned up beautiful again. And after spending a bad couple of months, must have a little bit of dribble here. That ain't quite coming down, but it's close enough for government work. We'll clean the neck up a bit. There. Looks very good. It's looking beautiful again. All right, so now we've got to think about the fretboard. The frets I'm going to polish and sand the edges. They got a bit of a sharp edge here, which I didn't do anything about when I first got it, but I'm going to do something about it now because I've got it down, taking it apart, and I'm going to sand these. It is rough. It is quite rough. So I got to get a sanding block. We'll be right back. Okay, Stevie here again. We're back at it, and what we're going to do is work on the fretboard right now. And I have a couple of sanding blocks. One's a little lighter than the other, and I'm going to sand the side of the frets first because I got a little bit of an edge here on all this. These fret ends are kind of sharp, which is makes it a little sore to play. I'll give that a quick brush by. It's a little better. We'll see if we can get this done up here. Let me get a piece of tape because I want to go all the way down. Protect the body on both sides. No extra charge. And then we'll do the top of the fretboard also. So I'm going to use a little bit heavier side here. Oops. And I just knocked off the tape. I really should roll these edges because they're a little sharp. That's better. That's considerably better. Oh, I didn't notice that so much first, but it didn't bother me initially because I'm not much of a slider player. I'm just straight up chord guy. But these are finished fairly badly. But this will take the edge off of that. Now we'll use the smoother side and go over the top here. Polish these frets up in fairly short order. It doesn't do any damage to the fretboard because we're riding the frets and not the fretboard itself. The next thing we'll do, see how that feels. This side's still a little tough. The other side is too. I really should dress them, but I don't have the right file. You know? Time out. All right, so I do have a file. Not sure how well that'll work. It's really a crowning file. But it may get the job done. It may still get the job done. This side needs done too. I need to turn the guitar the other way to do that. So let's turn the guitar the other way and do that. What the heck? All right, so I'm going to finish these up. All right, so we're doing with the vac. Suck up all that junk. That's one thing. We should probably oil the fretboard just to clean that up a little bit. Little chicken soup, it won't hurt. Right? All right, so we'll oil the fretboard. And this is good old refined linseed oil. Now we're just going to spread this around and then dry right up. Not leave it on here for a long time. It doesn't really need to soak in. It just needs to cover it. That's all. It will kind of bring the life back, the look of life back to the fretboard itself. Make it feel better as a piece of wood. So we're not going to, like I said, don't leave this on long. We just put it on, spread it, and wipe it right up again. And the next thing we'll do is get the strings on and see how we sound. So I think we'll see if we can get rid of that and start out with the fingerboard flat. What the heck did I do with my wrench? I thought it was sitting right here in front of me. Just about at dead neutral. You know, on the positive side of neutral. So we'll put just a little bit of tension, and that should bring it down straight. Now I still got the back bow. So let's do a little more righty-tighty. And see how this comes around. And that should, I hope, put us flat. No, seem to be getting worse. Maybe I gotta go the other way. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Maybe I got to take it out of neutral and bring it the other way. This is doing what it's supposed to do. That should make it flat. And I think it did. I got just a little bit of bow, or I should say back bow in there still. I'm going to take another good crank out of here and see if that will lay the fretboard down flat. Oh, that did it. Okay, that's very good. I don't have any space in between, and right now we're flat as a pancake, okay, which is a good place to start. And then if we need to make it another adjustment in the truss rod, we'll do that after we get some string tension on and see how that goes. Because if I'm going to go back to a heavier set of strings, that may pull it down and give us just a little bit of the what the hell do you call it? Okay, now this is the Alice strings, and these Alices are 11 to 52. So let's unwind these guys, and we'll throw these on and see how that does. I'll try to put them back in with the same ones they came out of. All right, let's take the tape down. We spared any damage to the guitar, which is nice. You don't want to hurt the guitar any more than you already hurt the guitar. All right, so once we get the strings going, we won't be able to get back in here nice and clean and easy like you can right now. So let's do that. And then we'll put the first string on and see how our action's doing. Havana, ooh, na, na. There we go. All right, let me get this first string set and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got the strings all back on. We've got it all tuned up. We did have to take a little bit of tension off the neck because I had a little bit too much of a bow in the neck, so I backed it off. Now I got the string height to 4/64 at the 12th, which is where I like it on an acoustic like this. Plays good. So we'll just check the tuning. After we made that adjustment. So, nice. Okay, so she's been returned to a good state of health. It's all cleaned up, looks nice, plays nice. We'll just cut the strings down and maybe we'll take it over and play a song. Okay, so there's the new and improved, updated, returned to the original string weights on the Harley Benton with the cute little headstock. All done. I love this guitar. It really is pretty. It's very pretty. It's my birthday present restored. It looks like a cake ready to blow out. Made a wish.